Welcome, everyone. This might be a little bit of a shorter meeting, just so you're aware. And but we still have definitely some information that we'd like to present to the consultant group. I'm going to start with roll call, and I'm just going to start going down the list. And I see Dave Brose.
Morning, Kathleen.
Good morning. And I see Elia Aziz. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly.
That's all right. It gets butchered all the time. Thanks.
I'm sorry.
Appreciate it.
Let us know how I should say. Is it
Elia Ayaz.
Elia Ayaz. Yes. Okay.
Everybody
Thank you.
calls me E. So
E. All right.
that.
That's all right. I can remember that. So E. Thank you for joining.
And I actually invited another colleague, Zach, who's on the call, and I'm glad he made it. He's
yes.
one of the project coordinators for the Northwest office.
Awesome. Well, Zach, will welcome you to the group. Thank you. I saw that you accepted that invite. Harvind.
Yep, I'm here. Good to be with you all.
Thank you. Michael Holker from DOT.
Hello.
Kim Lubdell.
Hi, I'm Kim, KL Engineering.
Thank you. Michael Rivera.
Morning, everyone.
Morning. Mitch Patoka.
Morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Roz Roberson from DOT office or DBE office. Hello, Roz.
Here.
Thank you. Tim McMurtry from NAMAC.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Lucas Ward from BOA.
Good morning.
Good morning. Anna Wisner, Consultant Services Chief.
Hi. Morning.
Good morning. Marquise Young from the DBE office.
Present. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. And Zach Van Ostrand from PE Services.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Morning. Good morning. Okay, well, welcome. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is a motion to approve the April 24, 2024 minutes. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve. This is Kim Lobdell.
Thank you, Kim. Do we have a second?
Second, Tim McMurtry.
Tim, thank you. All right. Just Tim, okay. Okay, so next up is the consultant services update. Either Anna or Mitch, I will let you present. Have the floor.
I guess, Mitch, I'll let you go with what you have.
All right. So starting with a recap of just the consultant portion of the DBE attainment. I think Marquise is going to go through the combined portion later. At this point, over 3/4 of the way, or just 3/4 of the way through the year, we are at 16.6% achievement of our federal funds. Of note, since the last TRANS-CAC meeting, our DBE goals for the I-94 East-West project contracts have been executed, so those conscious goals are showing up. We also have very strong participation on the neutral side as well. For last year's construction fair in 2023, we have about 74.5 million of contracts executed, with approximately another 4 to 5 million coming. So it'll be about a total of $80 million spent on construction engineering in the last fiscal year. Coming up, we don't have or are not projecting much additional DBE achievement, just based on what's out there. Most of our contracts have been executed that will come through. We did set goals on some of the US 151 between Dodgeville and Verona. Those contracts are currently predicted to come through in September, so those might slip into the next federal fiscal year. But based on what we're looking at now, we still believe that we should easily overachieve the goal that was set. any questions about our consultant DBE achievement to this point? If not, then the next important solicitation that will be coming up will be Construction Fair 2024. The preview for that will be published later on today. NOIs will be due August 28th. So it's a little bit longer solicitation period for Construction Fair since there are so many packages out there. It probably will be a little bit larger than what we had in 2023, so more work for everyone. And then interviews will be held on Wednesday, September 18th, and these will be virtual interviews. So nobody will have to come out of the field to come down to Madison to interview in person. Any questions about our upcoming construction fair or other consultant services questions?
Thanks, Mitch. You did a great job on the summary.
Okay. Anything more to add, Anna, from consultant services?
Nope, I think Mitch did a great job.
Great. Thanks, Mitch. Next up is DBE program highlights or updates, and Marquise Young from the DBE office will be presenting. Marquise?
Good morning, everyone. Share my screen. Everyone see my slide? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm good. I'm
Yep.
good.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. Marquise Young, the utilization DBE engineer, and I will be going over the overview for the DBE goal, the attainment report for through June, and then also highlight a couple of projects with that have some DBE opportunities on there. That's part of the August 24th consultant solicitation. So, so with the DBE attainment report through June 24th, and so it does include 4 projects that we had for the July letting 2024, and also the modifications and the consultant figures through the end of June. And so our year goal is 12.42%. That's set on the federal goal pertaining to the Fed funding that we have. And so just a breakdown in some of the numbers as far as with the Fed funds, construction and consulting year to date, $770 million, a little bit over that number from year to date. And then as we break down just our DB commitments for consulting year to date, so we have a little bit under $20 million from year to date. And then also with the DB commitments, the construction year to date, a little bit under $78 million. So bringing us to a total, when you combine the consultant and also the consultant and the construction commitments from year to date, have $97.3 million from year to date. And so as we look at our overall DB attainment percentage of Fed funds, so we're sitting at 12.65%. So it's above, we're doing good. We did meet our goal of that 12.42 on the first half of the uniform report. And so we're trending in the right direction to continue to keep going forward. And so when we look at the construction at the time of let, have a little over of $61.4 million. That's at the construction at the time of let. And then the modifications that come in. So this is after the contract has been executed with the different changes and increase reductions to different projects. So we're have an additional $16.3 million. So that's bringing us to a total of a little bit over $77.7 million. And so when we that next part, when we look at just breaking down the Fed funds for construction, $790 million. And then when we look at the consultant Fed funds from year to date, $150 million. So bringing us to a grand total of $940 million total. And so just a disclaimer on these numbers that they're subject to change monthly, determined by lettings and also by modifications, commitments, and also Fed funding as well. Any comments or any questions with the DB attainment report? Yes, I see a hand. Yep.
I have a quick question. I just wanted clarification. Is construction management under consulting? So for example, we just looked at, the construction management fair. So are those projects under consulting or construction? Because it sounds like to me that construction is on the contractor side. So there would be no construction management there. That would all come under consulting.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. All right. Any other questions or anything? All right. So next part, talk about some DBE opportunities that's coming up on the August 2024 consultant solicitation. And this is just to highlight 3 projects, one in the North Central, one in the Southwest, and then there's a study in the Southeast as well that's coming up. So just to highlight, so there's North Central proposal 2, and it's in the city of Wausau, business 51, State Highway 52, and it's some curb updates. So it's a rehab project updating the curb ramps, bringing them up to the standards of the ADA standards. So it's about 14 miles of curve that will be updated in this project. So some of the opportunities for the DBE, the field survey, the staking, hazardous materials investigation, also some PS&E plans as well, also as well as environmental and design study reports. So those are some opportunities for the DBEs on the project in the North Central, and also another. This is in the Southwest. This is a large project, a pretty nice size project, and this is the U.S. Highway 151, Sun Prairie to Fond du Lac, from Columbus to Wampaught, and so this is a large project, 26 miles section of that corridor. So it's design opportunities, also plan set, road plans, also public involvement, public engagement, so outreach, and then also a traffic and safety analysis as well. So that's a part of that project, the Southwest proposal 2. And then the last project I want to highlight as far as the opportunity for DBE consultants is the Walker Point study, neighborhood study, and that's the I-94 43 National Avenue intersection. So that's on Milwaukee's north side. And so it's looking at alternatives to reconnect the neighborhoods to address safety and mobility throughout this area here. So again, some of the DBE opportunities, some design alternatives, also public involvement, stakeholder involvement, traffic analysis, some traffic safety, traffic studies, as well as environmental report review as well. So those are the three projects. Any comments or any questions with those projects as well?
Can you tell us how much goals is going to be on each of the three projects?
So the goals, I can get back to you. I had that in front of me. But yeah, I can put it in the chat, the percentage on those projects.
Thank you.
Hey,
You-
Marquise, I happen to have it in front of me if you'd like me to read it off for you, Kim.
Okay,
Sure.
perfect. Thank you. And
So the curb ramp projects has a goal of 75,000. The National Avenue Interchange Study Project has a goal of 150,000. And the Highway 151 Corridor Study has a goal of 750,000.
Thank you.
Yep.
thank you. Anything else? Any other questions or comments? All right, thank you guys.
Okay, great. Thank you, Marquise, for that information. And thank you, Anna, for clarifying those DBE goals. Those are some really great opportunities coming up for everybody in the consultant community. Next, we are going to go to industry check-in. Again, this particular meeting just might be a little bit of a shorter meeting, but certainly we want to do an industry check-in, and I'm just gonna, oh, Kim?
I was just wondering, on the agenda, you had something about the BOA bid lettings. Did you skip that on
Oh,
purpose because
yes.
they didn't
Oh,
have anything,
no.
or? Okay.
Thank you for
Okay.
thank you for that. Lucas, I am going to call on you. Any information you want to share with the consultant group here?
Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this first time around in here.
Okay.
Currently, we don't have, we have one bid opening tomorrow, but otherwise we don't have a lot on the docket in the next couple of months. We just got through kind of our big bidding months of June and July. So nothing major to report, but we do post, in expected quantities and expected projects on our BOA website too for consultants and contractors to view.
Yeah, and Lucas, maybe if you want to just, and I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but you also do post consultant opportunities. After
Yes.
the meeting last month, or the last quarterly meeting in April, after that meeting, I did send out some consultant opportunities through BOA. So I sent that out to everybody, to the stakeholders. I again encourage everybody to check on those opportunities to maybe make that a monthly habit, or maybe twice a month to check. And again, Lucas, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but maybe if you could speak a little bit to how and when those opportunities come up, from the
Absolutely.
BOA, from the BOA standpoint. Thanks.
Yeah, always happy to provide information if it'll help. So how we usually operate is going through project development. Once we get to a point where we're ready to bring consultants in, we send a notification out on our website, and we call it advertisement for consultant services. We don't necessarily have like a timeline for those. It just, as the project come up, we post them. So it's not like once a month we are updating them. Those go out, and we give about 3 to 4 weeks for letters of interest to come in. I will say that the BOA has a very limited set of consultants that we get interest from, just due to our aviation field, and not everyone being very familiar with that, which also limits our DB participation. So if we can get you in contact or get anyone in contact with our typical consultants to help them meet those DB goals, we certainly want to encourage that and help that in any way we can. Like I said, we just do those consultant advertisements, and they usually will say if there's going to be a DB goal involved or not, depending on how we plan to fund it. And then the DB goal is actually set before we get into negotiations with the selected consultant. That's just a little bit of an overview, and hopefully I'm hitting on important topics here, but if there's questions or concerns, I'd be happy to fill in missing information here.
Yeah, what I'm going to do as you were talking, Lucas, is I actually navigated to the consultant services advertisements, and I actually do see some that were just recently posted. So, and again, Lucas, I am not meaning to put you on the spot here.
No, it's all good.
So I don't, it looks like there's 4 projects here, which, I don't know, the level of familiarity you have with each of these projects and whether or not there would be any, consultant opportunity. Obviously, this was posted in the consultant services section. So just for everybody on here, and this again, I will send out this information to the group after the meeting to make everybody aware. But I don't know if there's any highlights or, anything more you could speak of.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with them, and just because I'm not involved at the start of the process too much, but with the project managers being listed there, please always feel free to reach out to them or even myself, and I can, get you in touch with others. And I'd also just throw out there, if anyone wants to know the list of consultants we usually get, so you can reach out to them, we can kind of provide that short list. We don't want to exclude anyone, but if you're interested in a project, we can tell you who other consultants that are looking to prime it that are also looking at it,
No, that would be great. And what was I going to say? Oh, just that, just for everybody who's in the meeting right now, I will again send this information out, but just really highly recommend, this is maybe a kind of an untapped, area of work that, is available. And as Lucas said, it, might require, gathering new skills when it comes to aviation work, but I can't imagine that it's too different,
No,
with the work.
a lot of the stuff is the same.
Yeah. So great. Lucas, thank you so much for sharing that information. Yeah. And any questions? What I will do right now is I will copy this link and I will put this in chat just so everybody kind of has it immediately. And I'll send out something more formal after the meeting like I did last time. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we are on to industry check-in. So I will just kind of start calling on people here in the meeting. And Dave Bros, you're always kind of the first one up. So
thanks, Kathleen.
Yeah.
Just a couple things. One, last month I had met with Benji and Ty, and just to kind of bring her up to speed on our interaction that Madalena and ACEC had been doing. So that was a really, really good call, and we're going to continue to keep in touch and ways that ACEC can help on the DB side. And then one announcement, ACEC, the Civil 3D workshop is coming up in September. Registration is open for that. It's a virtual. The agenda's out there, the different sessions. I know it's gotten to be larger and a lot more people attending, but I think there's a lot of good points in there for, especially on the design side, using Civil 3D. So that is out there on ACEC's website. Once again, that's September 23rd through the 26th.
Okay. All right. And you said that that information's out on your website.
It's out on ACEC Wisconsin's website. So
okay.
Take a look. Registration's open. So.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
That's all.
Sounds good. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. I'm just going to kind of go down the list here. Bruce, Span, anything?
Yes. Hello. Yes, I had some challenges for some reason trying to get on my computer today. So I'm on my phone right now. But,
gotcha.
Yeah, everything is going well for us. We're keeping our staff very busy. We're involved with and thankful that we're involved with a lot of the major work that's going on now. We've just gotten underway with the East-West, 94 East-West with HNTB and Jacobs respectively. More importantly to us as well, or equally important to us as well, is our work with HNTB under the Mentor Protege program is really going well. They are going to embed 2 of our staff on the west segment of the project, and we've already had some other training sessions for our younger engineers, and it's going to be it has been and continues to be a great work relationship with HNTB and the other firms that we're also subs with. Things are going well there too. Jacobs and Kapoor and other firms we're really happy about, and plates are full, but we're like everyone, we're trying to find more opportunities and find more good people so that we can pursue those opportunities successfully. And that's
Very
it for
good.
me.
Oh, great report. Sounds like you're very busy. So
Very.
thank you. Yep. Thank you for hitting on a lot of great parts of the program. Ilya.
Yeah, nothing to update on our end. We're looking forward to the construction fair preview, and we just for everyone's knowledge, we're a DBE and specialize in inspection. So really looking forward to see what you got on the docket for the construction fair.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. Harvind.
Hello, everyone. Things are going well. We're staying busy. We're finding more teaming opportunities on the design side after our mentor protege with Grafe, which is absolutely the place we want to go. I would like to ask if in the future for the consultant goal, I don't know if it's a lot of work. I don't know if you can do it. I'd be interested to see how much of that goal is being met through construction management versus actual design work.
Okay.
But all is well. And we are also looking forward to the upcoming projects, particularly the large ones, so that we can find some opportunity. And it always helps that there's a goal on those projects. It lets the larger consultants know that they want DBE participation. And I think most of them strive to then exceed that expectation.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, back to your comment regarding construction management versus design work. We'll circle back with you on that. So, and yes, I have it in my notes. So thank you for that comment, Harvind. Okay, Michael Holker, anything you want to share with the group?
I have no updates.
Okay, sounds good. Kim Lobdell, anything?
No, other than that you could from the ACEC perspective, they do have transportation. There used to be quarterly meetings, but I think they're 3 times a year now. We do provide the opportunity for if you are not a member of ACEC to sometimes have a DBE firm come as a guest, so you can see what those are all about and meet some of the other consultants. And Dave, maybe do you know when the schedule is for the next meeting? And we also do have, Madalena did, and so I'm assuming that Ty probably will do a presentation in the afternoon just to update all the consultants on the goings on and any kind of changes in the DBE office. Dave?
Yeah.
Kim, I had looked for that. I couldn't grab the date right away. Otherwise, I was going to share it. But I will echo your comment of newer DBEs and giving the opportunity at that meeting to get up in front of the whole group and just kind of share who you are, what you're doing, where your services are, and just kind of, and so it's an opportunity to reach out to quite a few of the primes and other firms that are in attendance in the morning part of that meeting.
And Dave, how do they go about getting invited to be a guest for that meeting?
Just reach out to ACEC Wisconsin, talk to either Andrew or to Chris, and they can give the information, and they're more than welcome to attend.
Dave, could I ask for you to, after the meeting, to share with me that next upcoming meeting where that might be an opportunity, because I can then send that out to the group
Okay.
along
Yeah,
with the BO.
I will dig into that, double check the date and get that. I'll send that to you.
Yeah, that would be great, because I think that is really good information, and those are really good opportunities that, you know, people should be taking advantage of. So thank you, Kim, for mentioning that.
I just wanted to note, sorry, that I put the October 14th as the next scheduled triennial meeting.
Okay.
Oh, you put that in there? Oh, Anna. Okay, thank you. Is there, but Dave, if you could follow up with the information of like who people should contact within your office, if they want to come and
Sure,
do it.
I'll send contact information for Chris and Andrew through ACC.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Where are we now? Michael Rivera.
For us, really, we're involved on a couple projects, local government projects, public information outreach engagement, and certainly looking always for other opportunities for teaming and other up and coming DOT projects with regards to stakeholder engagement, public information, language, and diverse outreach audiences. And certainly we're here. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Michael. Mitch Patoka, anything more?
Nothing else for me.
Gotcha. Thank you. Roz Roberson, anything you want to share with the consultant group?
Yes, I would like to share, just let everybody know about the DBE roundtable that's coming up. It's September 27th, 2024 at the Glacier Canyon Lodge. If there's any DBEs who's interested in attending, there is a $25 registration charge that could be waived if you just send me an email saying, yes, I would like to attend. We have a promo code for you. We have up to 60 DBEs covered for who's interested in attending. We have our secretary who will be giving a welcome address. We'll be talking about the DBE final rule presentation with our team. Ty is going to start it off with John, and Kathleen will be there, and Paul will be speaking. Then we have Dennis Winters doing a presentation on, he's going to do a presentation on the economy. We have Mac Rowe putting together a panel from WTVA members. We have Bob Gutierrez giving a WISDI regional update on Southeast region projects, probably the East-West project that's coming up. We have our lunch. Then Ty is going to be facilitating a panel on women in construction. Joe Davis will facilitate a panel on access to capital. That's going to be very interesting because he's talking about some funding that BMO and BMO and what's that other bank? I can't think. Oh, it's wrong hand. But they're putting together some funding for private businesses, which is with you guys. And then we got closing out with a presentation from equipment dealership. So, and then we're going to wrap up the conference. So the day before that, we're having a trucking forum. So that's for our truckers, but this is basically for you guys. It'll start at 8 and end at 2. You can come early, and if you want to stay the night, then there's the email. You can click on here to register. We're going to post this. This is just our Save the Day flyer, putting together the overall flyer with a more fuller agenda later. So if you're interested, you want to attend, you want to get their promo code, please send me an email.
Great information. Thank you, Roz. Okay, Tim Namack.
Thank you. And hello again, everyone. Just upcoming, we have the 9th annual Construction Industry Business to Business Forum scheduled for October 10th, 2024. It's going to be held at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel. More information will be forthcoming, but if you want to mark the date and put a save the date notice on your calendar, 10/10/24 is the date. Thank you.
That was October 10th. Is that correct, Tim?
That is correct.
Okay, at Potawatomi, right?
Correct.
Got it. Sounds good. All right. Let's see. Lucas, I'm not sure if you have anything more to add from your comments.
No, sorry, nothing to add.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Anna, anything more?
Nope, nothing additional.
Okay, thank you. Marquise?
Nothing else to add.
Okay, thank you. And Zach? And
Yeah,
Ostrand?
yeah, no, Ilya invited me as well. I
Yeah,
don't have anything to add, just looking forward to the construction fair coming up. So
yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, oh, Kim? Yes, I see your hand up. Oh, Kim, or I'm sorry. I saw Kim's hand up and now I see Roz's. So,
Oh, okay, well, let
like,
me go quick and
all right,
mine is going to lead into Roz, so
all right,
maybe
all
she
right.
can handle them both. But I
Okay.
don't know if she has anything that she can say or not. We have Lori Green is working with the DBE office and on the recertifications for the DBE firms. And I know she's been sending me some emails about how busy she was because some of the rules and regulations have changed or some of the documentation requirements. If that is all established yet, or if you guys are still in the process, I guess there was some new rulemaking. Roz, do you know anything about that? Could you just maybe
Yes.
give a highlight as to what
There
is changing, or is it already changed, or where are we?
Well, they're working on it. The DB team is working on the DB final rule and making all the updates. It'll be published on it's a feature article in the DB Reporter newsletter that's coming out. So it's going to be in the front, the first 2 pages, so you can read through everything that's happening in the DBE program, all the changes that's coming through. On my end, they wanted us to add websites to the UCP directory. So, so your website, so you should have received an email from Paul saying if you have a website, send your link to your website so we can publish that. If you don't have one, we have a consultant on hand who can help you develop your website. We're going to cover a small fee, then you have to cover the other part of the fee. So, but we're going to help some of the DBs who don't have websites, help them build their websites and take it from there. If you want some websites updates, we'll cover like Kim. No, well, Kim, you're not DB anymore. I'm sorry, but if when you were DB or like Bruce Band, if you have a website and you want to kind of get it update, we'll cover up to $500. For those who want to build one, we'll cover up to $1,500. But there's other things. This is more information on the DB final rule that's coming out. But what I wanted to say is that we have a lot of save the dates coming up toward the end of the year. We have about 5 of them. Like you said, we have the DB roundtable. We have NAMAD business to business. We got the tribal conference save the date coming up. Both of those are in October. We have marketplace in December, and of course we got our DB annual event in January. So and then I want to add that Dave Rose ACEC save the date for that. That'd be great. So it's conference time.
Yeah,
That's all I had.
Thank you, Roz. That was a great, great summary of everything that we have going on. And Kim, to answer your question and also to kind of circle back on a lot of the things that Roz touched on, we are in the process of doing a lot of updates. It's been focus of our meetings in the last couple of months, especially this particular month. And so you are going to see updates to ASP3 and then also updates on our website as well. So it's, there's a lot of parts and pieces to it. So we have to make sure that, we're implementing it correctly. There's a lot of approvals in place, obviously, but definitely it is being worked on and it will be communicated once everything is implemented. So yeah, so I see Roz is showing here. This is a kind of like a first draft of the DBE reporter for the summer. And we have a lot of the, kind of core information here regarding the final rule. We broke it down into bullet points, so it's kind of digestible information. And, there are some pieces that, don't affect consultants particularly. Some of it affects, more on the construction side with additional bid documentation that needs, that's required. But it is a very comprehensive change to the DBE program. I think there are a lot of really great changes. There's a lot of information out on USDOT where they've, have the same information broken down, but we will, be communicating this information, to, everybody, all stakeholders. So stay tuned for more information here, but yeah. So any other questions or comments on that we can talk about? Like I said, will send out kind of a summary of some highlights, the BOA opportunities, the information that Dave Brose is going to give to me, and kind of just give a high level overview of everything that's upcoming. A lot of great opportunities. So, look at your schedules and see what you can make work, because these are like the, connecting and the networking is, obviously really important. So we ask that you continue to do that. And with that being said, I will say goodbye to everybody. Have a great rest of the summer. And the next meeting for TRANS-CAC comes up in October. Again, that's October 23rd, 2024, meeting time at 10 o'clock. So thank you.